Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Silviana Mita Dewi from Pelita Bangsa University in Indonesia. In this first international conference of multidisciplinary study, digital ecosystem to expand collaboration and connectivity in new normal environment, I would like to present our research. The title is Determinant of Free Value Through Sustainability Report on SRI-KEHATI Index for the period 2017 to 2021. The first thing that I would like to explain is the introduction. The design behind this research, the firm value on the SRI-KEHATI Index. The SRI-KEHATI Index is an index that measures the performance of 25 company stocks that apply ESG principle. It is known that the firm value of several members of the SRI-KEHATI Index tends to decrease since the past year from 2017 to 2021. In fact, the SRI-KEHATI Index performed well after it was first launched in July 2009 to November 2021. This could be a signal that investors responded positively to the SRI-KEHATI Index. This is in accordance with news on the internet that the trend of green investment has increased in various countries, and one of them is Indonesia. This is accordance with research conducted by Marcelo Rabitanian, Felicitas Defung, and Zahri Farhan in 2021, who found that economic disclosure, environmental disclosure, and social disclosure in sustainability report have a significant effect of firm value. However, the result of another study were found in study conducted by Multidisciplinary 2019, which decided that economic disclosure, environmental disclosure, and social disclosure in the sustainability report have a significant effect on firm value. So, the decreased phenomenon in the firm value in several companies of the SRI-KEHATI Index member, while the SRI-KEHATI Index showed good performance, and the increasing trend of green investment in various countries as well as the gaps in various research made this interesting for further research. With the formulation of the problem is the economic disclosure, environmental disclosure, and social disclosure in sustainability report have a significant effect on firm value. This study aims to test and obtain analytical empirical evidence related to the influence of economic disclosure, environmental disclosure, and social disclosure in sustainability report on firm value. This research is more focused on the Green Investment Index, namely the SRI-KEHATI Index, where the other knowledge no research has been found to consider the effect of economic disclosure, environmental disclosure, and social disclosure in sustainability report on firm value proceed on Tobinsky in the SRI-KEHATI Index with a study period of 5 years. With the theory used in this study, namely firm value, stakeholder theory, legitimacy theory, and sustainability report, and the design of research like this. With hypothesis H1, economic disclosure in sustainability report have a significant effect on firm value. H2, environmental disclosure in sustainability report have a significant effect on firm value. And H3, social disclosure in sustainability report have a significant effect on firm value. This type of research is quantitative research. The dependent variable in this study is firm value. Firm value in this study is proxed by Tobinsky. This ratio includes element of debt and all company assets, so that this measurement is superior because it summarizes information relevant to the company's investment decision. The independent variables in this study are the economic disclosure, environmental disclosure, and social disclosure, which are measured using the Sustainability Report Disclosure Index. Disclosure guidelines using the GRI standard. The disclosure indicator for economic aspect are 17 indicators. Environmental aspect are 32 indicators, and social aspect are 40 indicators. The population in this study are all companies listed on the Indonesian Stock Exchange and have been included in the SRI-KEHATI Index until 2021 with a total of 51 companies. As for the sampling technique using the purposive sampling method with the following sample criteria. And based on the predetermined sample criteria, there are 7 companies with 35 sample data from the population that meet the sample requirements. Following the research of Fahamsyah and Journal 2020, the study used 9 as a panel data regression analysis software to analyze the effect of economic disclosure, environmental disclosure, and social disclosure in sustainability report on firm value. Panel data regression is a regression model that uses panel data as a research data. Panel data in the combination of time series and cross-section data. The panel data used in this study is a balanced panel data. Data analysis begin with the descriptive statistical analysis followed by estimating the panel data regression model, selecting the best panel data regression model with the chow test, Hausman test, and language multiplier test, which is then continued by performing classical assumption test and hypothesis testing performed by using t-test and coefficient of determination test. The panel data regression model that will be used in this study can be written with the following formula. This is the result of descriptive statistic where NP is firm value, ECDI is economic disclosure, ENDA is environmental disclosure, and SODI is social disclosure with a total of 35 observations. There are 3 panel data equation models, namely common effect model, fixed effect model, and random effect model. And this is the output result of EVS 9 for common effect model. And this is the output result of EVS 9 for fixed effect model. And this is the output result of EVS 9 for random effect model. And to find out which model is the best of the 3 equation model, it is necessary to test each of these models by performing the chow test, Hausman test, and the language multiplier test. From the result of the chow test and Hausman test, it showed the result that fixed effect model was selected as the best model to be used in the study. After determining the estimation of the best regression model equation used for this research, which is the fixed effect model, it is necessary to test the classical assumption test. The classical assumption test used in this study is the multicollinearity test and the heteroscedasticity test. From the result, the multicollinearity test and the heteroscedasticity test, it shows that the model is free from multicollinearity problem and there are also no symptoms of heteroscedasticity. So, the panel data regression equation model that can be developed in this study is. Then, a t-test was conducted to see the effect of each independent variable on firm value. It can be known that the variable of economic disclosure have no significant effect on the firm value. Environmental disclosure variable have no significant effect on the firm value, and social disclosure variable have a significant effect on the firm value, with a coefficient of determination value of 0.88292. This shows that the firm value can be influenced by 88% by the variable of economic disclosure, environmental disclosure, and social disclosure in sustainability report, while the remaining 12% is influenced by another variable not examined in the study. The research showed that economic disclosure and environmental disclosure in the sustainability report didn't have a significant effect on firm value. Meanwhile, the social disclosure in the sustainability report has a significant effect on firm value. Based on this finding, the authors conclude that economic disclosure in the sustainability report is only used as additional information for stakeholders, but does not influence investors to determine investment decision. Stakeholders are also more interested in the real corporate action to the surrounding environment rather than disclosing environment aspect in the sustainability report. Social disclosure in the sustainability report is directly related to stakeholders such as employees and the community, so that it will have an impact on investor perception of the company's treatment of human resource around it. This study has limitations. We are recommended that subsequent researchers be able to add the number of samples with different companies, extend the research period, a new variable that are likely to have a greater influence of the firm value, and be able to proxy the firm value with other proxies such as PBV. In addition, companies should be able to pay more attention to disclose every aspect, like economic, environmental, and social. This is useful as a strategy to improve the company's competitive ability. The more transparent the company will increase the stakeholder trust. I think enough for me, and that's all the presentation about the determinant of firm value through sustainability report on SRI-KEHATI Day for the period 2017 to 2021. It is an honor for me to be able to join the first international conference of multidisciplinary study, digital ecosystem to expand collaboration and connectivity in new normal environment. I'm apologies if there are any mistakes, and thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.